bring this over here, Martin. Again. Yeah. Right, yes. Close. Yeah, I'll put out the feet for you.
Alright,
yeah.
So
it's actually sticking a wee bit.
Alright,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you just want to push back so I can get this right. Let me see. Been nice and close, actually. That's alright with you. Lovely. So, yeah, your part again, Martin, is just to let go.
How about just one last thing? I don't have to write it down.
Yeah.
To slow down my level of speech. Just a tiny fraction.
You speak too fast.
I just feel sometimes when I'm communicating with people, this is the way I would like to speak to people. Just a tiny bit slower.
Right. So,
without getting excited.
Scale of 1 to 10, where's your the speed of speaking now?
On a scale to from 1 to 10, with speed, I would say it's about 8.
Right. So, I'm just going to bullet point these now.
Yeah. Just to be conscious of it as I'm speaking to people, to be aware of the words that I'm saying, what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because if you're speaking very fast, well then you might make it sound sincerity.
Yeah, I want to think about what I'm saying before as I'm saying it. If you know, like a split second before I say a word, I want to be aware of what I'm saying to people. Yeah. It's something I try to practice, but I keep forgetting it.
Yeah, it's easy, isn't it, when you get involved speaking about something. It's, you know, I speak pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, but it's like when I'm speaking, I don't want it to be so automatic. I just want it to be. I want to be consciously aware of it, of the words that I'm saying at the same time.
Okay. Grand. So we've. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's not though. That's the beauty of it, no. Right, so
okay. I trust you. I trust you. Yeah.
Fine. So Martin, again, look. You're all, as I said to you last week here as well. It's all down to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, again. All I need you to do is let go 100%, which you always do, fair play to you. And you're doing, it's great for yourself, sorry, I'll put this on your legs, great for yourself, but it's also great for the future.
Yeah.
You know? So, in a moment, we're just going to go to hypnosis, okay? From that point on, I just want you to imagine, like, you know when you get to bed at night, and you just let go, I mean, all the thoughts start fading out of the mind and fading out of the mind, okay? And we just guide you into it again.
Okay.
Is that okay too?
Yep.
Okay. I'll have your permission to invite you.
Absolutely.
So put your hand here for Martin. So on the count of 3. 1. No. On the count of 3. No, you're fine. You see, just taking exactly what you need to be doing as well if you were in my situation here. Just because you did it before I asked you, I have to stop you. Because now I'm back in control, you see.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you. So 1, 2, 3. Nice bit of pressure. Yeah, and even more, that's it. Now just with the tip of the finger, Martin. Just feel your eyes getting really, really heavy straight away. Feel them, the urge to blink getting stronger and stronger. Notice when they, that's it. Just fill up your lungs, me. And hold that now. Yeah, just keep holding it. Hold it. You can actually think about your phone number if you like, what it was, what it should be. Let's keep holding. So, sleep. So, way down there. Just deeper and further and deeper still. All the time just going deeper and deeper down, Martin, just further and further still. You notice now as I rock your head back and forth, all those muscles in your neck start to relax, becoming really loose, floppy and lazy. But not only that, all of that relaxation now goes down to your chest, down to your stomach, down to your legs, your knees, your ankles, and right down to your toes. That's good. Just feel that deepening sensation as you just go deeper and deeper down. Now on the next out breath, I want you to say silently to yourself, 1,000. On the next out breath, Martin, just say deep relaxed. On the next out breath, just say 999. And on the next out breath, again, deeper, relaxed and so on. Now I want you to continue doing this. Now I'll talk to you. You don't have to listen to me, Martin. But whenever you get to a point where you're not sure or confused in any way whatsoever what number should be next, you can let me know what it should. Just raise this finger. So as you continue now, just counting backwards from 1,000. I'm just going to count from 10 down to 1. With each number I count, you just feel yourself relaxing more and more and more. And your mind and body can relax more and more. So 10 now, just notice as you're counting all those numbers, Martin, how you just start to relax your mind very much so. Just like at night time when you lie down. 9, and all the thoughts in your mind will start just drifting. 8, all those numbers now just becoming nice and faded and relaxed. As you just relax your mind more and more now. 7, all those wonderful numbers now, just becoming so relaxing. And even further back now, that's 6, and that's good. Now I want you to continue counting backwards from 1,000, Martin, but at the same time, I also want you to move your eyes underneath your eyelids 33 times. That's perfect. But go ahead with the eyes now, 33 times left and right as fast as you can. But as soon as you start moving them out, notice all the numbers just start fading away, disappearing. Become very, very dim and distant. And when that happens again, you can lift that finger. Notice all the numbers in your mind now just become very, very distant, very, very faded, very, very weak. That's perfect. I want you to go back and start counting backwards, man, from say 9:31 all the way back down. But notice as soon as you start counting, all the numbers now start turning into letters. The letters become all clumped up together. And they start fading and disappearing. Just like all your thoughts just start fading and disappearing. I want you to imagine now being somewhere in the countryside. Imagine being somewhere out in nature. Imagine being somewhere where the sky is just the most incredible blue, wonderful blue. Imagine one or two fluffy clouds floating by. Just a wonderful place now. Imagine a place full of peace and tranquility. Imagine a river or stream that's meandering on by, running over some rocks, generating some eddies of foam that glisten in the sunlight. Some birds and trees, flowers and butterflies. I want you to imagine just lying down in this place, just feeling so relaxed now, so at peace. Just like at night time in bed, just so relaxed, so at peace. Maybe you can hear the birds. I want you to imagine that in this place you just fall into a peaceful, natural sleep. Beautiful, peaceful, natural sleep. Just like when all the thoughts in your mind just becoming further and further away, you just start drifting further and further still. And you know when you sleep you can dream, you know when you dream, everything is possible. No limitations. Imagine you're dreaming. Imagine you're now standing at the top of a beautiful staircase. No, not an ordinary staircase pattern, but this is the staircase of deep, deep, deep relaxation. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to descend down these steps all by yourself. And I want you to count in your own mind all the steps from 10 down to 0. So, on the next out breath, take the first step. Now take the next one. And notice how you just sink further and further down that. And the next. And the next. But notice now that the further you go down, the more confusing that gets. All the steps just seem the same. All the numbers just disappear as well. And they go off into the distance. And again, when that happens, man, lift this finger to let me know. Notice all the steps just mingling up now. All the numbers mingling up and they disappear off into the distance. That's perfect. In a moment, Martin, I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. On the count of 1, you just feel me put some pressure on the forehead. And again, I want you to imagine this floating in the ocean. Imagine that rippling effect, your body going up and down, feeling very, very safe and comfortable. Imagine the sun, beautiful sun that's shining down on your face. Your whole body is warm and relaxed. Imagine we're in the deepest sea. Beautiful, safe, deep sea. And on the count of 1, Martin, you feel me put pressure on your forehead. And as you do, you feel me push you all the way down. Go right down to the bottom. So 3, 2, and 1. Just feel that pressure. Imagine that sinking sensation as all your thoughts now start fading further and further away. How your mind and body now has become so peaceful, so relaxed. As we go all the way down now, 50 feet. And imagine now the sunlight is starting to fade. 100 feet, sinking further and further and further still now. 200 feet. Imagine the sunlight now just starting to disappear as everything just starts becoming black. 300. 400. Now all the way deep, deep down to the bottom. Imagine now you're 3 feet from the bottom, and as I take my hand to your forehead, you go even deeper. But not only that, all your thoughts in your mind just start to disappear. You become very heavy and black. So 3, 2, 1, this noise going much, much deeper now. And just like all the numbers faded away, all the letters faded away, just notice how all your thoughts now fade away, drifting further and further and further still. Just like at night time, you lie there relaxed, just as your body is relaxed right now. We lie there with some thoughts, maybe as you may have some now. And also as they fade now, just like all the numbers, and the more you try to think about the thoughts, the further and further they go, fading off into the distance. And it's nearly like a black hole in front of you, Martin, getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as you drift further and further and further off. And in a moment, I'm going to be silent. For the amount of time I'm silent, you'll find that conscious mind drifting further and further and further and further away. That blackness getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, until the conscious mind just drifts off completely. And that moment of silence starts now. Just drifting. further and further and further away. You can hear me, but you won't wake up. Hear me, but you won't wake up. You can hear me, but you won't wake up. Subconscious mind, you can hear and understand every word I say. Subconscious mind, you can hear and understand every word I say. And to acknowledge this subconscious mind, I just want you to twitch any muscle in the face. Subconscious mind and the conscious mind has drifted off into a beautiful, beautiful state of sleep. I want you to acknowledge this again. Every word I speak, subconscious mind and conscious mind drifts further and further and further and further away. And until I direct you again, subconscious mind, I want you to continue to leave the conscious mind in a beautiful, deep, 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 deep sleep. Can you do that for me, subconscious? Just lift up any arm consciously, any finger. Subconscious, you can let the finger go. You can hear me, but you won't wake up. So subconscious mind, when the conscious mind is completely gone, where Martin has absolutely no awareness of what I'm saying, again you can signal to me your yes. It's good. Subconscious mind, I think you're familiar with my voice, is that true? Subconscious mind, you know, we made fantastic changes, you and me, from Martin here last Friday, would you agree? Subconscious mind, I think Martin and you are getting to a place in your life where everything's just going to get better and better and better. Because you deserve it, would you agree? You've been through a lot of pain in life. The subconscious mind, Martin came down here with some requests, which I'm sure you're aware of. Is that true? Subconscious mind, I want to ask you, can we both get together here today and agree to help Martin on all of these tasks he's asked? Can we do that for him? Okay. Subconscious mind, you're probably aware that Martin requested that he wants to automatically wake up at 5 AM every morning. You aware of that? Subconscious mind, is it possible from tomorrow morning onwards that Martin wakes up at 5 AM every morning, and not only does he wake up at 5 AM, but he has the zest and the will and the drive to get up out of bed every morning at 5 AM. Is that possible? Yeah. In fact, is it possible that you can make it that he just could not go back to sleep again after 5 AM? Okay. Can we put that into place right now, subconscious mind? And subconscious mind, I want you to save that so that it's permanent and it happens every day. Is that acceptable? Okay. And I also want you to know, I also want you to let Martin know in the deepest part of him that this is now possible, and he'll have no doubt in his mind that he won't wake up every morning at 5 AM. Can you do that too? Can you do that for me now? Okay, that's done. Subconscious mind, another thing Martin's requesting is not to hold on to negative feelings. Now, it is necessary, I agree, for you to feel happy feelings or negative feelings in situations so that we can assess the situation, isn't that true? But what Martin is looking for is, after the situation has been assessed, and there's no threat to either you or him or to anybody else, is it possible just to uproot and delete the unnecessary feelings? Straight away, 5 minutes after the event. Like if somebody came up to him and, gave out to him or, upset him, but 5 minutes later, those feelings are gone completely for good. Is that possible? Can you do that for me now, subconscious mind? Can you save that into place? Subconscious mind, he's also talking about an undeniable jealousy. So you understand that? And what he's saying is that when he was younger, subconscious mind, that in school that he'd never let himself excel because he always wanted to be part of a group. So if he did excel in anything, he'd feel guilty about it. Does that make sense to you? Is it okay to let that go, subconscious mind? That it's actually the other way around now, that the more Martin learns, the more he feels proud of himself, confident in himself, and is given right to be successful. Is that possible? Can you now save that idea right now, subconscious mind, that it becomes immediate from this moment on? And again, Martin will notice that after the session, he will know that he is now allowed to be successful and to enjoy it and not to feel guilty. Is that correct? Okay. Subconscious mind, he also was asking, and I think it's a great idea too, about being able to filter good and negative emotions, and obviously to let all the good feelings in, and to block the unnecessary bad feelings. Is that possible? Can you put that into place right now, subconscious? Okay. And again, everything I ask you to do here today, subconscious mind, is be done on a permanent basis. Is that okay? So it's not going to wear out after a week, a month, 6 months, a year. This is the new Martin. But he will realise the changes have taken place. And to be honest with you, he'll probably be gobsmacked. Also, his eating habits have improved somewhat. He's cut out that sugar, subconscious mind, and I'm sure you're feeling so much better for it too. Yeah. But to even feel even better, from this point forward, subconscious mind, I direct you to cut down on portion sizes. Yeah. Is that possible? In fact, you know exactly what the amount of food that's needed to fill the stomach, subconscious mind. And Martin has a plate with more than that. He'll eat only what you see is acceptable to fill his stomach, and the rest he just will not want it. He'll scrape it into the bin or give it to the dog. Is that acceptable? Okay, can you put that into place right now? Also to slow down the eating. He eats far too fast, subconscious mind. It's not good because he's not digesting the food in his mouth like he should. And it's leaving a lot of work to do down in the stomach. Is this true? Subconscious mind, I want you to make him feel it's the most ridiculous thing in the world to eat fast. And he'll automatically, from this point forward, eat slowly. Is that acceptable? Can you put that into place right now? Okay. Also, Martin, he's not drinking enough water for you or the body, sure he's not? Subconscious mind, you know how important it is to have water. Can you direct him from this point forward to have a huge desire to have at least 1.5 litres of water a day? Can you do that right now? And so much so that subconscious mind, when Martin emerges from this session, when we emerge to conscious mind, that the first thing he will want, before he'll even speak to me, is 2 glasses of water. He won't even speak to me till he has them. It'll be like his mouth is stuck together with sand. Can you do that for me, subconscious mind? So that'll be the first thing he'll want when he emerges from the session. Also, subconscious mind, memory. Martin has a bit of an issue with his memory. He feels he reads things, he understands them, but when he reads to recall them, it's a bit of an issue. Are you aware of this problem? And it's very, very easy to rectify this, would you agree? So from this point forward, subconscious mind, whatever Martin reads, the information he needs to learn, when it's taken into the conscious mind and then passed into the subconscious mind, can you make that readily available for him to recall at a split-second notice in any situation, in any place? Yeah. So, for instance, if I asked him after the session, the first paragraph of the induction, you'll be able to give him all that information straight away, because you know it all, don't you, subconscious? You know every word of that induction. You know every word of every convincer, every word of every suggestibility test. So after this session here today, subconscious mind, I'm going to ask Martin to do a suggestibility test, and he'll know it word for word. Can you do that for me right now? The suggestibility test I'm going to ask him is magnetic hands. And you know all the information there, don't you? So after this session today, after he's had his 2 glasses of water, at some stage I'll ask him to speak me through the magnetic hands, and he'll know every word. But I want you to do this for every suggestibility test. All the inductions, all the knowledge he's learned in that course, and all the professionalism he knows he needs. I want you to give him everything, subconscious. Can you do that for him? But not in a cocky way. Subconscious mind, speed of speaking. Are you aware that he feels uncomfortable speaking so quickly? Subconscious mind, he reckons on a scale of 1 to 10 he speaks at an 8. Would you agree? Subconscious mind, can we knock this down to a 5? Okay. So So that wherever he's speaking, wherever he is, his speaking is now slowed down to a 5. And again, this will be permanent and immediate effect from this moment on. Is that acceptable? And we're going to do it from today, permanently, for the rest of the time. Is that okay? And without failure. Is that okay? Again, confidence. Martin, most of his life is feeling a lack of confidence. Would you agree, subconscious mind? But look where he is today. Look at how his life has changed. And it's all the goodness you do for him as well. So subconscious mind, from this moment on, I want you to give him a new air of confidence in his own ability to be a hypnotist. And not in a cocky way, but in a wonderful, kind way in himself. That he understands people. He wants to work with people. And he realises he needs to understand the complete course, everything, to be the best he can be to help people. Is that possible? And again, knowledge of the course. Subconscious mind. After I merge Martin in this session, I'm going to merge the conscious mind. When I say the word yellow submarine, I want his eyes to instantly close. Well, not only instantly close, but I want him to instantly go back into a deep, deep sleep or a conscious level. Can you do that for me, subconscious mind? So, the minute I say yellow submarine, his eyes will immediately close. And when the eyes close, his conscious mind will just switch off and he's back into deep, 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 deep sleep. Can you do that for me, subconscious? Okay. So, I'm just going to recap on everything we've done. Subconscious mind, I want you to just recap on everything and you can just confirm that they take place from this moment. So, from tomorrow morning onwards, Martin every morning will wake up at 5 a.m. and will not be able to go back to sleep until he gets up and does some work. Is that possible? Martin's not going to hold on to negative feelings. He'll experience them, he'll assess them, and then you can let them go straight away. Is that possible? No underlying jealousy, no need of feeling guilty for being successful anymore, because you now understand, subconscious mind, it's your God-given right to be successful from this point forward. Is that okay? Not, filter that. Filters, lets all the good feelings in and just removes all the bad feelings as soon as they're unwanted. Is that possible? Portion size. If you now become actually ridiculous to eat any more than, the size of his stomach. Now you know exactly how much food that is, subconscious mind. Even if you paid Martin £1 million, he couldn't really eat more than his stomach size or much more. Anyway. It's not acceptable. The speed of eating, you'll actually find it ridiculous to eat fast from this point forward. He'll slow his eating down so that he crushes his food to the maximum. Is that possible? Okay. And water intake, at least 1.5 litres a day. Is that possible? Okay. Memory improvements, subconscious mind. After this session, everything I say to Martin, he'll remember all the information in all the courses. You get to recite any suggestibility test, any part of the induction. Is that possible? And when he learns things, he'll also very easily and quickly recall information. Is that possible? Professionalism. Everything he does now with hypnosis is now professional. Everything. He knows his stuff inside out, but he also immerses himself into everything he does. Is that possible? Speed of speaking. We've brought that down from an 8 down to a 5 subconscious. Would you agree? From this point forward, Martin has slowed his speaking right down. Confidence and knowledge of what he does. Again, you give him all those wonderful feelings and beliefs. Is that possible? Whenever I say the word yellow submarine after this session, when Martin is speaking to me on a conscious level, the eyes will instantly close. And when the eyes instantly close, the conscious mind is instantly unplugged, back into deep, deep, deep sleep. Is that possible? So conscious mind, as I said last week, everything you do is for Martin. Everything you do is for Martin. And, as I said last week, break a bone, immobilise it, will heal. Cut your finger, keep it clean, it will heal. Burn on the skin. A blister will be formed and that will heal. Is that true? Subconscious mind, once, I have this red hot poker. Now you'll feel nothing, absolutely nothing in any way. Martin will feel absolutely nothing. But it's going to burn the skin. And I direct you now to create a blister around the area. So 3, 2, 1, just feel it there now. Just feel it really, really. Just notice it. Just create that blister and heal. And I direct you to do that right now. But over the next few minutes, it falls. Again, you can hear me, but you won't pick up. You can hear me, but you won't pick up. I just direct you to create that blister right now, to heal that burn. Do that for me now, subconscious. When Martin emerges from this session, subconscious mind, I'm going to have a bit of fun with it too. So, whenever I say the word yellow submarine, his eyes will instantly close. When his eyes close, his conscious mind will just be completely unplugged once again, and he walks into deep, deep, deep sleep. Now Martin will remember coming in with every issue I've written down there today. Is that true? But he'll also understand and be gobsmacked by the changes that have taken place. So in a moment, subconscious, I'm going to count from 1 up to 3, and on the count of 3, I want you to nudge the conscious mind, and just nudge it back into consciousness. So 1, 2, and 3. And of course, Martin, we're just near the end once again. So in a moment, I'm just going to count from 1 up to 3, and on the count of 3, not before your eyes are gently open. Back to your full awareness once again, feeling very refreshed, very, very excited and happy, knowing all the changes that have taken place. So 1, slowly, easily, effortlessly, 2, and 3. Nice, just gently all the way back.
Some water.
What do you want? Water. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit warm like this. Don't open up my nose there.
Yeah, just.
No, just stand there, man. Just back in your chair. Thank you. You got a lot on this hand. Yeah, a lot on that because it's that warm there, isn't it? Feel good?
Another one of those.
Sure. No. Yeah. Okay. So back there for a second. Let's push this back again. Relax for a second. Actually, yeah, sorry, I just want to check that you're in shot there, yeah. So, have a good nap. A nice nap, huh?
Yeah.
That session took 25 minutes.
Really.
How do you feel?
Amazing.
Well,
Just amazing.
do you remember coming in with all the stuff? Because I actually suggested that you would remember this time. So, I have this sheet here, Martin, right? Put it this way. Have you any doubt in your mind that you won't be at the 5 o'clock in the morning?
I'm sorry for laughing, but
No,
I
it's
can't.
fine.
I just can't help it. I actually can't help it. I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
Are you?
Yeah. Completely flabbergasted. 10 to 5, yeah. I know, I seriously.
We started this at 25 past 4, just to let you know. So, is there any chance you won't put up at 5 o'clock any morning?
No.
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 It wouldn't make sense, would it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Not a chance.
Number 1. Okay. Right. Say somebody comes up to you and insults you. You feel angry.
Sorry, that water tastes good, by the way. Go on.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So say somebody comes up and insults you, and not before you would have held on to it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd struggle before I would have held on to it, and the more I would have tried to push it away, it would be a struggle. It would damage me.
Yeah.
It would damage me emotionally.
So what about somebody that know? How do you feel?
I would deal with it immediately, and then that'd be it. It'd be over. History.
Be over with then.
It'd be history. Over. Why? No, why wouldn't it? Why shouldn't it be?
Exactly. Yeah.
If,
Well, that's a big change, isn't it, from earlier?
yeah, but I can just about. I can't relate to what you just said there.
Yeah. Although
Because it sounds so ridiculous.
Although this is what we wrote down.
Yeah,
once
but it
again.
sounds so ridiculous to me. Seriously, it does. You know.
So, imagine you're a fantastic success at hypnosis now. Would you feel guilty about that?
Sorry?
If you were a big success.
Why would you feel guilty over being successful?
Well, didn't you say earlier that even when you're in school, if you start doing well in something, you'd always feel yourself coming back down, so you'd be in the group. Could you feel yourself doing that ever again?
No, that was, if I had a kid like that, I'd give him a good shaking.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would. I'd give him a good telling off in a positive way. But.
So, do you know what? I've a voucher there. You actually get all you can eat dinners down here. Just down the street, €3. Fancy dinner?
No.
Like they're huge, like they're big dinners.
No. Jeez, I wouldn't be able for that. I wouldn't have that.
No, you know the way people.
What kind of food is it? What kind of?
It'd be good, healthy food, but it'd be just a big portion, like.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be eating it all.
Do you not be able to eat it all?
It depends on the size of the portion. When you say a big portion, what do you mean?
Plentiful.
No, I wouldn't entertain that. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't entertain it.
And right, but say we'd have to go quick, right? Because it's closed at half, so you'd probably really rush to eat. You have to eat the food really fast. Like. Would you be able to do that?
No, I could only eat. I wouldn't care how late it is.
Yeah.
I'd only eat a certain way, and that's it.
What way is that?
Time-wise, just eat a certain pace, just eat properly.
Chew your food, right?
Yeah, eat properly.
Yeah. And do you notice something about your speaking there? How it slowed down?
Well, I haven't been that aware of it, but if you're telling me,
I just have to copy it there now.
really,
Yeah.
are you telling me that my speech has slowed down?
Remember you said it was at an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I do recall that.
I directed your subconscious mind to bring it down to 5.
Right.
And I'm sure if you look back, you see the difference in the speed of speaking. You feel like you're thinking about things more before you say them.
I'm feeling them.
Yeah.
As I'm saying them. I'm feeling them as I'm saying them, and I've tried to cultivate that for a few years now.
A few years. Yeah.
I mean, about 4 or 5 years I've been trying to cultivate it, and I can't. I just would forget about it within seconds.
Yeah.
I might get one sentence or 2 sentences.
And it's lovely because you're in control now, aren't you?
Yes.
You can actually see what you're saying.
You're communicating.
Yeah, you're feeling it and speaking it, yeah. And that's amazing.
With the other, you're communicating with the other person.
And you said before the session, what did you say about order that you thought it was boring or something?
It's lovely. It's lovely.
Would you recommend?
I felt very thirsty. I felt
your mouth like at the end?
Very thirsty.
Dry, like.
Very dry. And I feel like that I've been denied something for a long time.
Yeah.
And suddenly I have access to it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So put it this way, if you were to have a litre and a half every day, would that make sense?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be crazy not to.
Crazy not to.
Yeah, especially when you're talking all that stuff.
Absolutely.
You know.
And in this job, you need it, like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's amazing, isn't it? And tell me, memory. What's the first 2 lines of the induction?
First 2 lines of the induction.
Yeah. Let's
Of the
relax.
L-man.
Yeah.
Of the L-man rapid induction. Before we start.
Sure.
The first 2 lines.
Sure.
Before we start, I'm going to test you for physical relaxation.
Yeah.
In a moment, I'm going to lift your arm by the wrist, just a few inches. I don't want you to help me. I will do all the lifting. Is that okay with you?
That's word for word, man.
Mm-hmm.
Could you have done that earlier?
I would have...
With that ease?
Not with that ease. I would have felt comfortable because you're my tutor.
Yeah.
I would have felt more challenged to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's more
my
pressure.
mind will be, that's totally normal to do that.
Remember earlier, we were looking at 2 lines and you found it hard. We've also increased your memory, Martin. Okay? Read them again. Just read them. As soon as you read them, give me the book back. Imagine taking a photograph of them with your eyes. Close your eyes. Open. Yeah. What do you say?
Okay. With this book, there's no limit to still showing the book.
Yeah.
With this book, there's no limit to the prosperity that you can achieve. Something about by using your subconscious mind.
Perfect. 2 words out.
No way.
Yes.
No way. Simply. I never use simply, and I never use happiness. I didn't use. Yeah. Yeah, I made the point with what I read.
Yeah, but you understood it.
Yes, I made the point. I really feel I've made the point of what I read. It
Yeah.
wasn't changed in any way.
Yeah.
The point was still very, it was the same as what was read.
Okay, here's enough here, right? Yeah. There's 6 different images on this, right? Now here's the trick. I want you to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to stare at it. I want you to imagine taking a photograph with your eyes, as in. And imagine saving it to your mind, okay?
Okay.
Then I'm going to take it away, and you will be able to recall it.
Okay.
Ready?
So I have to imagine taking a photograph of these
Let's
images.
stare at them first. Okay? Stare at the sheet. Imagine your eyes are a camera. You're going to open and close the shutters, and then save that information to your mind. Do that for me. Take a photo.
Okay.
Okay. Now, relax. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine that photograph now. What is it?
That was 6B, 71, 1000. There's a funny shape at the very bottom.
No, just look at the photograph in your mind. So 6B, 71, 1000.
1000. 71, did I say 71?
6B, 71, 1000. And 3 more after that.
Struggling with this one.
Okay. Just when I took it forward, imagine that photograph just popping back into your mind now. Imagine looking at that sheet again with your eyes closed.
Okay.
And just nice and relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me what you think is on it.
Okay, 6B, 71, 1000. I still think there's a funny shape on that.
Where is it? Well, before that, after the 1000, what's next?
Before the 1000, there was
Good instinct, what do you think?
100?
No.
No,
BL.
BL, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
6.
Yeah, 96, yeah, very close. There you go. You have a look there. Okay. Q.
No, I didn't see that as a Q, by the way.
Alright, okay.
I saw that as a funny shape, because
Right.
a Q to me is like that.
Oh, right, that's it. Okay, good point. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bit confusing now.
Yeah, no, that was the shape that I actually saw.
Okay. No, what we did there was we put in suggestions there for
Yeah.
all the knowledge you've learned in the course. You'll be able to recall it easily.
Yeah.
So, give me the first line or two of the magnetic hands.
After magnetic hands. Okay, now I haven't read the magnetic hands for a while.
It's in there, right? So you say, now you're using your conscious mind. Trust
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay,
Close your
trust
eyes.
myself, close my eyes, okay. Right, hold out your 2 hands. You ready? Hold out your 2 hands. And you can move a little bit to the left or to the right there. That's better now. And I want you to pretend that everything that I say is true. I am now going to place the world's strongest magnet on the palm of your right hand. And I am now going to place the opposite pole to that magnet on the palm of your other hand. And notice okay, I have to stop for a second.
That's fine. I said the first 2 lines.
And was it the first 2
That was
lines?
that was about 95% right.
Really? I was about to explain
Yeah.
the law of magnetism there, something
Yeah.
about
Go ahead,
when
what's
we
the problem,
know we know how
Yeah,
it
but
happens.
Can you see it was coming from a different source, wasn't it?
It was coming from a different source, yeah.
You find it easier?
Yeah, well, I found it very easy with you.
Yeah.
Now again,
Yeah.
if you would asked me to do that, I would have felt myself getting worked up
Yeah.
because you're my. I'm sorry, I don't mean that carry
No,
over my
yeah,
shoulder. I
totally
don't see
understand.
as just that, like, right?
No, I totally understand that, Barry.
Right, but when I go back and read that,
Yeah.
I look at that.
Put it aside.
Okay, I'm looking forward to going back to reading it now.
No, incredible. I had another person here the other day that did something similar with it, and also wanted me to go home and read.
Right.
Not incredible. Because I suggested to your subconscious mind, and I agreed, Martin, that whatever you now read for your course, will take the knowledge in and will make it readily available for you to recall.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that?
I do feel like that. I can see your complexion with more clarity.
Yeah.
In more detail. I can see your. I can see the. It's like I'm focused. I'm much more. I'm zoned in.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm zoned in.
And then what do we do then? We a lot to do, then we confidence and knowledge. Speed to speaking, Martin. Have you noticed it yet, no?
Have I been continually speaking slower all the time?
All the time.
I haven't speeded up at all.
No. Your subconscious mind agreed with me that we'll never do it again for you.
I can't. I'm not even. I'm aware of my pace of speech now.
Yeah.
But for a few minutes, when we were communicating there, just prior to you mention my speed of speech again, I wasn't aware of it. So
but it was natural to say.
It was natural. Yeah.
So the subconscious mind is an amazing piece of kit.
Mm-hmm.
Could have a chat.
I'm just wondering what my family are going to think when they. Well, it doesn't matter.
But it's going to come across with more confidence when you speak slower too. I think as in you're taking the information, you're absorbing it, you're analysing it, you're replying.
I'm listening. I want to listen and feel what people are saying and understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
And then communicate back from that level.
So again, that session itself. So just where did you lose consciousness on that session? What part was it?
I was pretty much gone till when you brought me down into the ocean again, and when we reached the point of I do recall you mentioning pushing it away or letting
toss this fade away.
Letting it fade. Now, I got this visualization for a moment. I had no control over that now, right? But you sent me down to the bottom of the ocean, right? And I got this visualization then when my conscious mind was being pushed away. I got this really...
Like a black ball.
Yeah.
I said that to you.
Yeah, right. But also there was like, when... It's funny enough, you mentioned a black ball.
Yeah.
Well,
because you said it to me last week.
What happens?
You said something like pulsing away.
Yeah. What happens if you put a ball into the bottom of water and let it go? What happens? Flies up. Well, I felt that my subconscious mind. I hope I'm not going off the point here now, but it was my mind.
Your feedback is valuable.
Yeah. My mind visualized the top of the ocean for a moment. And I recognised that my subconscious mind was gone out of the ocean. Yeah. And next thing, I was gone back in there again.
Yeah.
And with the realisation that my conscious mind was gone, it was out of the water.
Lovely.
Right?
That's lovely actually, yeah.
Now, can you see where maybe you could use that in hypnosis?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you see?
You've just come up with it, man.
Right.
Imagine you're floating down the very bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're there and we go, okay, imagine the conscious mind has a black ball. And what happens when you let it go? Goes right up.
It goes right up. And just imagine that conscious mind now going all the way up, drifting all the way, and imagine yourself looking at it going further and further and further away. And they're gone. You're gone then, and you have it outside of you.
And do you remember me saying the words? You can hear what you
I felt that. Yeah. I felt that now when that was happening, and that's how I just got this vision of looking down in the ocean.
Yeah, cool. I like it.
Right, my conscious mind was looking down at the ocean. My subconscious mind was off down underneath.
Lovely.
And then that was gone.
Could you hear me say the words? You can hear me, but you won't like that.
It was very distant.
Yeah. So you're more or less gone near the
yeah, that was distant, Carl. But I could hear it. But I wouldn't be able to remember it now that you said it to me. You can hear me, but you can't wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gone really in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And that was nice actually. That came across as being peaceful, really peaceful at that stage.
Yeah. Okay. You're nice and relaxed there for a sec. Just give us that for a sec. Just make yourself nice and relaxed, right?
Yeah.
Now, take a long deep breath. And yellow submarine. You can hear me, but you won't wake up. This conscious mind has gone off into a deep sleep. Conscious mind lift any finger. That's good. subconscious mind when the conscious mind is completely gone, completely in its own world of peace, floating at the top of the ocean, and the subconscious is down the bottom of the ocean. Again, just let me know by moving any face. That's it. Just let it drift off further and further asleep, further and further asleep. Subconscious mind, every word I speak, I want you to push that conscious mind further and further and further and further. Every sound you hear, just push that conscious mind further and further and further away. Subconscious mind just to reinforce all the changes. And although Martin could feel the changes that time, I want you to fill him with pure excitement about the change. That waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning subconscious mind, that's forever. Would you agree? Subconscious mind, I want you to make Martin feel really, really excited about the fact that he's now in control again. And again, about not holding on to negative feelings anymore, letting them go. Is that okay? Can you do that? Subconscious mind, no underlying jealousy, no guilt about being successful. Is that true? Portion size is just ridiculous to think of eating anything more than the stomach size. Sloan and eating, actually ridiculous to think that he could eat fast. And water intake, at least 1.5 litres of water a day. Memory improvement, subconscious mind. From this point forward, when Martin takes in information, I want you to let him take it in a way that it becomes readily available, instantly back for him. Any subject, any time, any place, any conditions, anywhere. Is that possible, subconscious mind? Do that right now. Subconscious mind, professionalism. Martin's going to feel like a true professional, and he's going to act like a true professional in everything he does in hypnosis. Is that possible? Again, put that into place. Speed of speaking. This time, Martin, we're going to slow it down to a 4, subconscious mind. Can you change it to a 4 this time, even slower? But he'll be completely aware this time that he's speaking so slow. And he'll feel, because he's speaking so slow, he'll feel a greater confidence about himself. Whenever I say the word yellow submarine, whether Martin is in hypnosis, or whether he's sitting in this chair, or whenever I'm doing a demonstration with Martin in the future, if I ever say the word yellow submarine, once again the eyes will instantly close, the subconscious mind will push the conscious mind off into a deep, deep sleep. Is that acceptable, subconscious mind? Subconscious mind, I want to have a bit of fun as well, Martin. So, can you arrange it there that when Martin emerges from this session, he'll be fully convinced that he's in Port Reach with Louis. And I'm Louis, I look like Louis, I sound like Louis, and this looks like Louis' office. And Martin will believe he's actually in Port Reach, and that he's after doing this session with Louis. Everything he needs, I want you to give him all that information. I look like Louis, I sound like Louis. He's in Port Reach. Until the next time, I clap my hands twice, and then he'll realise that no, he's actually with Carl. Can you do that from the subconscious mind? And again, when Martin emerged from this session, he'll feel huge changes have taken place, and he'll know exactly what they are. But again, he'll be just totally bemused by the change in such a quick time. So once again, subconscious mind, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and on the count of 3, you can just gently waken the conscious mind, and then I'll emerge the conscious mind. Is that acceptable? So 1, 2, 3. Conscious mind goes all the way back once again. And again, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, eyes just gently open. All the way back. So how was that? So do you feel good changes now?
Mm-hmm.
What do you notice most?
I feel really relaxed.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm talking really slow.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? Isn't that what you wanted though?
This slow.
Do you want it a bit quicker? Because we brought it down to a 4 that time. Do you remember when I said the yellows? Remember I said that and you went bang? Remember that, Martin? What we did was I had an anchor there that whenever I said a certain word, you go straight back into hypnosleep. So I brought you straight back in, and I just slowed it from a 5 down to a 4. But if you want, I can put it back up to a 5.
Maybe
Yeah.
4 might be slightly slower. I feel like stoned or something.
Yeah, you sound like it. Oh, just long deep breath, Martin. And yellow submarine, once again, go all the way back, straight against subconscious mind. Just push that conscious mind off into deep, deep, deep sleep. Again, when you've achieved that subconscious mind, again, you can acknowledge to me with that facial muscle. When it's gone. And again, it's gone all the way. Subconscious mind, we're just talking to Martin there, and as you know yourself, he just wasn't happy with the speed of talking there. And in fairness to him, he did sound like he had a few drinks on him or a bit stoned. So subconscious mind, I want to up it to a 5 again, because I think he was very comfortable with 5. Can you do that for me right now, subconscious mind? Good. So again, I'm going to emerge conscious mind in a moment, but again, when Martin emerged in this session, again, I am Louis, I talk like Louis, I look like Louis. He's in Port Leash, and everything just couldn't be more normal. But any time I say the word yellow submarine, it goes straight back into hypnosleep, but much, much deeper. So again, acknowledge that from subconscious. So 1, 2, 3, just wake up the conscious mind, and then 1, 2, 3, Martin Martin. Yeah, how's that? How's the speaking now?
Yeah.
A bit better, isn't it?
That's
It was like a slow record the last time, wasn't it?
Jimmy, if I went home talking like that, like.
Do you know, can you realise you're speaking and slowed right down?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, my whole body was like sunk in the chair.
Do you remember what I said to you the second time?
Do
you remember going back into hypnosleep then? Or what was it like? We were talking and I said to you, sit back, take a deep breath, didn't I? I said 2 words.
You did.
And you went, bang.
You did.
What was that like, Martin?
It was... It's very hard to put that into words.
Well, you know, like an induction, normally you just go, Tum. But if you truly went into hypnosleep, you couldn't really remember, could you? Would that make more sense?
Yeah, I know something happened very quickly.
Well, would this
I
make
wouldn't
sense?
remember it fully.
Would this make sense? I said you take a long deep breath. I said something.
I remember the deep breath.
Yeah, and
I
then
said
you
take
remember
a long deep breath.
and you probably remember me emerging it.
And yeah, but it was so fast. It was like going from one, I suppose, entity. I don't know how to. Entity
you're right.
to another.
Because put it this way, if you went straight back into hypnosleep, you wouldn't remember
Yeah,
what I said.
I'm only coming right now actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm.
So how do you? If you feel changes have taken place here today, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like what? Just name them. Just for the feedback.
I feel that first and foremost, the room looks a little bit different again. I feel a bit confused there with you.
Oh, why?
Louis keeps popping up, right?
But you are, I am Louis. Yeah.
But there's something not quite matching here. But anyway.
What's that like?
It's strange. It's like I've been in a time warp or something like that again. But my voice has definitely slowed down.
Well, I'm going to read out something, a few things in. You tell me, have they changed or not, okay? Okay. Could you sleep until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning?
No, it's way too late.
Way too late.
Yeah.
So that's changed big time, isn't it?
I couldn't lie in. I couldn't lie, seriously. I'm laughing because I feel I couldn't. I just couldn't.
You do remember coming in and saying that one thing you wanted, that was a challenge for me. Remember that?
I do, yeah. I do remember that.
So it's not a challenge anymore, is it?
No.
No. The next challenge you had then was not to hold on to negative feelings. Like, assess them, feel them, and let them go.
Yeah.
Is that where you are now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then, not to feel...
I would say it's very immature to hold on to it.
And not to feel guilty for your success.
Forgot about that.
That makes sense.
Of course it makes sense not to feel guilty for being successful. Whatever about feeling guilty over doing something wrong. But that's crazy, like, to feel guilty over being... That's absolutely crazy.
But you remember telling me this, don't you?
Now I see, but it's like somebody coming into me and saying this to me and I'm going, that is a crazy way to be. I mean, to say that to the outside world, the first thing they're going to say, he is definitely...
But it's through your life learnings, wasn't it? It wasn't your...
No, but I can see how crazy it was.
But you do remember saying it to me when you came?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Fine.
Well, I only remember it because you told me, by the way.
But do you remember it being an issue when you came here? Like the get number 5 in the morning?
I can get in touch with it, but I have to really get in touch with it.
Wasn't it? It's like it never existed.
I have to really get in touch with that.
Portion sizes. Could you eat a big plate of food?
No.
Not a hope.
No. My body would tell me when I've had enough.
Could you eat it in 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
No.
Not a hope.
Not a hope. I wouldn't enjoy my food that way.
Water's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you for It's easier for you to get it than for me to get it.
Absolutely.
Where I'm sitting, you know.
No problem at all. So when are you seeing Carl again?
I don't know yet. I've got to ring him actually.
Yeah, no, I do.
I've got to ring him.
Yeah, he's alright, that fella. He's not bad at what he does, like.
No, he's great, but I got to ring him actually.
Memory improved, Martin.
What about it?
How do you feel? Do you feel confident about being able to recall information?
I'd say it'd be okay, yeah. I'd say.
Once you read something, yeah?
Sorry?
Once you read it, see, if you're looking at it the wrong way, it's very hard to recall it. But now, I think if you look, even if you look at that poster up there, can you see a difference the way you're assessing that information now? And taking it in? You feel more real or something?
I'm connected with it.
Connected with it. You understand what it's saying.
I tried to read that poster earlier and I couldn't. I knew there was something wrong, but I wasn't connecting with it.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it was.
Yeah.
But I knew there was something wrong. I can read that poster now.
Yeah, there you go. So the blockage is gone, yeah?
The blockage is gone. The distraction in the mind is gone.
Lovely.
I was distracted. I could see the words.
Yeah.
But there was something always going on there where I wasn't connected to it.
And tell me, you feel like a professional in your field?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yes, but I have to. There is something I need to do.
Yeah, you have to.
I have to go off
Up the game.
and come back to you and
Yeah.
show you.
Show us.
Show you my
And show Carol as
professionalism
well.
and show Carol my professionalism.
Yeah. And speed of speaking, I think it's a perfect speed now. Because you were saying it was up at an 8. We brought it down to 5, and then we tried 4, which is like you were stoned, as you said.
Yeah, that was mad.
It was actually.
I could feel it. I could.
We brought it back up to 5.
But I'm after discovering something there, that there's a connection between my level of relaxation
And the speed of that.
and my speed of talking. Now, maybe that's something I might have a look at myself afterwards or Google it and see there's something like that come up. But there definitely is a relationship between relaxation
And speaking calmly, yeah.
and speaking calmly.
It feels better, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that last time now was just way.
Yeah, it was a bit scary actually. I
It was-
said you had a few drinks there or what.
Yeah, no, I really did feel like I was.
And you feel confident, Martin?
Yeah, I would say so.
So portion size, everything. So we had a list of 11 things, which we did in about. Now we're talking longer than the session lasted, but we did in about from actually 10 minutes. We changed everything in about 15 minutes. Those 11 things. Now, again, is there anything else you want done while we're here before we finish?
No, I think I'm equipped with everything that I need to do.
It's amazing, isn't it, to change it.
I think I'm equipped anyway.
Is there anything you think you couldn't achieve right now?
To become president of America.
Yeah, that might be difficult.
What?
I know what you mean, not incredible. Well, you never know.
Well, you know.
Any connections over
there? I've no connections. No, that's the reason.
Oh, well then. We forget us all.
Yeah.
Anything else, Martin? How about, remember, like, last week we were talking to Subconscious Mind about just the ease of speaking with the ladies and all that sort of stuff. Do you find that any different during the week?
Well, I haven't been talking to too many of them, right? But I have felt comfortable with them around me.
That's what we wanted, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But we didn't want to turn you into a pest, going, hey,
No.
just to feel comfortable
No,
and not to be afraid to talk.
I feel comfortable walking down the street if I want to, if I see someone sort of with a friendly face, smiling at them and that kind of thing. That kind of thing, yeah. And being realistic about things and normal about it.
Yeah.
That's all I really wanted, you know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have a problem talking to anybody now, I don't think.
Excellent, excellent. Grant, so you're going to lash that into you and I think we'll there's something more I can do for you, Martin, is that great? Incredible. Again, just to show you the power of it, again, just take a long deep breath there, Martin, for a second. And again, just yellow submarine, and just go straight back down again, all the way down. And again, the subconscious mind just pushes that conscious mind off into the, right up to the top of the ocean, just drifts off. And again, you can hear me, but you won't wake up. You can hear me, but you won't wake up. The conscious mind, when that conscious mind is completely off in its own beautiful world again, you can just acknowledge that. Just push it further and further and further away. This time, when Martin emerges, he'll know I'm Carl. He'll know that I've always been Carl. We've been talking to Carl all evening. And you feel very comfortable with that. And he probably won't even remember that he'd seen Louis here for a while. Again, speed of speaking is perfect. Everything you've done here today, subconscious mind, absolutely perfect for Martin. But when I go to shake Martin's hand, I want to give him this electric shock, as if I had an electric buzzer in my hand. Anytime I go to shake his hand, just give him an electric shock. Not a strong one, of course, just a small one. But whenever I say the words, in the future, provided Martin's in a safe place, yellow submarine, his eyes instantly close, he instantly goes into hypnosleep. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, subconscious mind, you can just nudge the conscious mind, 1, 2, 3, and as I go 1, 2, 3, and just all the way back again, Martin. Eyes just check it out. And all the way back in. So, will you talk to Louis later?
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, sure down. How's the on course going?
It's going good.
Yeah.
It's going good. I let him know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I asked questions and threw in suggestions to them, and they got nailed to the wall in a certain way. But it's a nice way of doing it. But he's